What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. You don't like it, you can have that seat though.
So we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. The Nintendo Switch 2 Direct is almost here. You can taste it. It's almost here. And with the Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo is about to revitalize the game industry. Nintendo is about to save the industry, the game industry, with the Nintendo Switch 2. And the reason why they're about to do that is because they're about to unleash something that Microsoft and Sony so far this generation have been kind of unable to do, and that's release and show off a bunch of new games, new experiences that people actually want to play. Now, the Switch 2 will also have a lot of ports, a lot of remasters, and a lot of remakes. And I'm not saying that that's bad. I like remasters and remakes just as much as anyone else, whether it's video games and also when it comes to movies. I mean, I've rebought plenty of movies on 4K that I already had on Blu-ray, or rebought plenty of these movies on Blu-ray that I already had on DVD. There's nothing wrong with that. And there's a lot of games out there that deserve this treatment. However, the issue comes when that's all you're getting. I mean, people buy new systems to play new games, right? So there needs to be a balance of both. And that's where the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to come into its own, because there are going to be, like, without a doubt, there are going to be a bunch of ports and remasters and remakes on the Switch 2. Absolutely. Because there was a lot of games that Nintendo gamers never got. There are games that never ran well on the original Switch, or could not run on the original Switch, that will come to the Switch 2, or they didn't want to try putting it on the original Switch. Those games are absolutely coming. But what is also coming is a slew of brand new, high quality AAA experiences. And that is the difference. And that is what is going to revitalize this game industry. And I know a lot of Nintendo haters don't want to hear that, oh, Nintendo shut us back. They're just saying that just because the graphics aren't the best. But make no mistake, Nintendo, what Nintendo is going to bring with the Switch 2 is going to benefit you as well. Because you people are also complaining about, oh man, I keep giving me these remasters of the same 3 games all generation. Well, when Nintendo comes out with a slew of brand new games, Sony and Microsoft and even other third-party developers are going to have to answer to that. And they will at least try to. What Nintendo shows off during this Direct is going to change the course of video games forever. This is the stick in the sand. This is the line in the sand that changes everything going forward. You guys probably think you're exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. This system is going to change everything, but in a good way. You're going to have all of these new games coming out of Nintendo and from Nintendo partners, and maybe even timed exclusives, or maybe even exclusives from third parties But then you're also going to have, like I said before, those games that never hit the Switch or a Nintendo system, or games that are enhanced on a Nintendo system, and that's going to be the lifeline for a lot of these developers and publishers to survive and not close down. So it's going to be both sides of the equation here. You're going to have a whole bunch of brand new games coming out for the Switch 2 that people want, and then you're going to also have a whole bunch of older games coming out for the Switch 2 that people want, that they either were never able to play it on the Nintendo system, or never able to play it on the Nintendo system, or they were able to play it and they just want to play it everywhere. But either way, this system and these games are going to sell hand over fist no matter what type of game they are. And it's going to be a great thing for everyone, because the gamers are going to get new games, fresh ideas, and then the publishers and the game developers get to survive. Because these ports and all of this stuff, and there's gonna, make no mistake, there's gonna be a lot of ports that, and late ports and stuff like that come to the Switch 2. But these are going to be the games and the sales that keep a lot of these companies afloat. This is going to be the turning point for gaming. Mark my words. From this point on, everything is going to change. Everything. Now, it's going to take a while. I mean, there is people, Sony and Microsoft, they're not going to see the next Mario or something, or the next whatever, and then have a game to try to compete with that in 3 weeks. That's not going to happen. But this moment, this event will go down in history. And this will change gaming forever.